That morning he was happy. He got up and had gotten dressed. He laughed and he talked.
And Robin Howell says her husband kissed her goodbye.
Said, "I love you," and left.
Left to meet his sons at Stonebridge Golf Course off Davies Plantation Road. The first time in years, Billy Howell stepped onto a green.
It was really cool that we were finally getting to play that game of golf that we had been talking about playing for years.
It was July 5th. The weather was perfect that morning.
When we showed up, he was in great spirits.
Besides a complaint about indigestion, Billy's stepson, Bubba Sandifer, says nothing that morning raised a red flag.
Me and him were standing there laughing.
Until the 5th hole.
I turned around to walk, and when I did, he said, hold on, boys. And by the time I turned around, he was going down.
Billy collapsed. He had gone into cardiac arrest, meaning his heart malfunctioned and stopped beating unexpectedly.
The first thing I said was call 911.
And fire department, what's the address of your emergency?
I took a CPR class when I was a little kid.
Are you with the patient?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I started CPR.
I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay?
The 911 operator then asked a question.
Do you have a defibrillator? I said, ma'am, we're in the middle of a golf course. And she said, send someone to the clubhouse. I sent my brother to the clubhouse. He got there and said they didn't have one.
Send someone to flag down the paramedics though, okay?
Paramedics eventually showed up.
Yeah, they're here.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go so you can speak to them.
And they started trying and you know, he just wouldn't bring it back.
It was too late. Billy didn't make it. He was just 68 years old.
This was like a blink of an eye and he was gone. I mean, he just left out that morning and never came home again. And that's what's hard.
Billy had heart problems for years.
I mean, heart disease is still the #1 killer in this country, both men and women.
Dr. Claro Diaz heads the cath lab at Methodist North and was Billy's cardiologist.
Once somebody arrests, you know, we're behind the 8 ball from the get-go. We're fighting an uphill battle.
Diaz says that's why the 911 operator asked for an automated external defibrillator. It's a portable device that talks to the user through step-by-step instructions, sending an electric shock to the heart to try and restore a normal rhythm.
So they're life-saving?
They're very life-saving.
Stonebridge management didn't agree to an interview, but told us on the phone they are considering getting a defibrillator, but no decision has been made. To be clear, there's no law requiring a golf course have one. WREG found out other private and public courses have made the investment, including City of Memphis courses. Golf and Park Maintenance Administrator Mickey Barker says they're working to get an AED at all of their courses. He showed us the one at Links at Galloway and the picture on top of it.
It was a really good story.
In 2019, he says a golfer went into cardiac arrest on the 7th green. Staff used the defibrillator and the man survived.
He's back to playing golf now. He's had a lot of rehab since then, but is doing very well.
What are the places that you recommend have one?
Everywhere.
J.C. Graves offers AED training at the Red Cross.
How important is this?
It is very important.
The Red Cross says on average it takes paramedics about 8 to 12 minutes to arrive to the scene. But think about how large a golf course is. And depending on where the emergency happened, it could take paramedics time to navigate it.
We have to think about this for every minute that the AED is not there and you're not doing CPR, that victim is losing 10% chance of survival.
The most recent data we found shows 1% of cardiac arrests last year occurred at a place of recreation, like a golf course. That equates to about 3,500 cardiac arrests.
I truly feel like he had passed before he hit the ground. I don't think this would have helped him, but what about the next person that's out there that, you know, it could help?
Billy's family is now working on a plan to raise money to get more Mid-South golf courses defibrillators, which can cost around $1,500 to $2,500 plus training.
If something like this were to happen, that at least you could use it to try to save a life.
Billy was a father, grandfather. He was funny, kind, selfless. He donated what he could to organizations like St. Jude.
He was doing that before we were together. Every picture that St. Jude ever sent him is over there in the desk drawer.
Memories that give them strength as they work to prevent other families from having to say such sudden goodbyes. Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
The family says they're still in the early stages of planning, but are looking to hold a golf tournament to raise money and awareness about defibrillators. If you'd like to help their efforts, head to our website and click on this story. And Tim, we know that